Hey everybody, well today's video is, as the title suggests, a small haul and a very big thank you. For those of you that have been following me for a while, you know that I live in Boston, and unfortunately the whole world knows the tragic events that took place here, the cowardly tragic events that took place here on Marathon Monday. I was absolutely blown away by the number of emails and texts and phone calls that I received, not only from family and friends, but from my friends here in the beauty community on YouTube. I don't want to go into graphic details of the events that happened that day. I will tell you that I was very fortunate that I wasn't in that location and that friends and family that were there were not harmed. I recently found out that a very close friend, who I actually spoke with and he didn't mention it, removed his shirt and used it as a tourniquet for someone that had lost their limb. These are sights and stories that no one should ever have to know. Fortunately, as I mentioned before, my friends and family were okay. I will tell you that the moments after the explosion, when the cell phone lines were all cut, was probably one of the most devastating times of my life. Trying to find out where friends were and if they were okay, and pretty much also what we could do, if anything, to help, was pretty devastating. You've heard it said probably quite a bit over the last 2 weeks, we're Boston strong, although I'm sure your community is equally as strong. We're working hard to help the victims. There are many different funds that have been established. I will put a link to one specific one below, and of course it's up to you as to whether you wish to click on it or not. It's the One Boston Fund. I will assure you that 100% of your donation will go to helping the victims. And I need you to realize that even if you click on it and see that they've already raised $20 million, you have to realize that that's not enough money to make the victims whole for the amount of rehabilitation and help that they'll need for the rest of their lives. On a closing note, Boston is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful city. If it's on your list to come and visit, if you've been here and you're thinking about coming again, please do. The city is here and ready to welcome you. You will be safe. You will absolutely love your stay here. That's a guarantee. I don't give too many guarantees in my life, but I'll give you that guarantee. The city is absolutely beautiful, and there is just so much to participate and enjoy when you're here. So that I pray from the bottom of my heart that you'll think about us, but you'll also think about coming and visiting us. So again, a huge, huge thank you to you all for thinking about me, for caring about me, and for reaching out. I love you from the bottom of my heart. So this has been a very hard video for me to sit down and do. I knew I needed to say those things first, but I also knew that I wanted to share some things with you. And I decided that I would definitely put them together, although I thought at first maybe that I wouldn't, that I would do 2 separate videos. And I knew that I wanted to be able to include some fun things that I have recently picked up. And actually I picked up things that I've not only just purchased, but I've used, so I can tell you a little bit about whether I like them or not. So I'm going to jump right in and start off with some products from Savon. I showed you some products before from the company. I absolutely love them. I stumbled across them on one of my trips to New York. They do have an online store, and so far everything that I've purchased I've absolutely loved. The thing that I've used and I've been crazy about for the past week is their Milky Soap, which is in the scent of ginger and orange. Now the best thing about these, although some people might not agree, is they actually come in these beautiful glass bottles and they give you a pump included in the purchase. This is one of the times that I wish that we had smell-o-vision along with being able to show you a product, because the scent of this is so amazing. I will say that it's actually pretty clever of them, because I find that I use probably more than I need to use because I'm just so in love with the scent. It's just a great bath soap. It lathers really well. My skin is really conditioned from it. I just think it's great. And I'm also going to keep the bottle, so I think this is really great for recycling. I'm going to remove the label and of course clean it out. And my husband keeps this huge bottle of Lubriderm out on the counter, which makes me crazy because I don't like the looks of it sitting there. So I told him that when I'm done with this, this is where his Lubriderm is going, and it will be easily accessible but will look a little bit better on the counter. The next thing that I picked up from them that I'm absolutely crazy about is their body lotion mist. It's in the scent of vanilla talc. It contains aloe vera and it is paraben and mineral oil free. And another great little bottle. This one I'm not sure I'll be able to reuse because I haven't decided yet whether I can open it and put anything else in, but if I can, I definitely will. Again, an amazing scent to it. I love spraying this on after I come out of the shower and I'm still a little bit damp. It's just absolutely great product. The next product that I picked up from them, I actually can't tell you my experience about it yet because I haven't used it yet, but I'm sure that it's going to be something that I'll be talking about at a later video, probably over the summer. And this is their Sun Guard wipes. They're extra soft and thick. They're alcohol free. They are patchouli, lavender, and vanilla scented, and they have an SPF of 30. So you guys realize that when you put on your SPF in the morning, if you're going to be out and about all day, and you guys also know I live at the beach in the summer, that you really need to reapply your SPF. So I'm planning on putting this right into my beach bag when I go down to sit out in the sun, in the shade in the sun, and be able to use these to, instead of using a regular lotion again, just to wipe these over my face and over probably my décolleté and over my hands. So I will get back to you on this, but I think this is going to be a phenomenal product. The next items that I want to share with you are, of course, makeup products. And the first one is from MAC. You guys know that I don't do a lot of MAC, but I saw this and I was sort of thinking, do I want it, don't I want it? I will say getting it in this color was pretty difficult. Can you hear Maisie in the back? I have the door to my bedroom open to the outside, and she probably has a friend visiting, so I'm sorry about that. This is in the color of Definitely Defined, and love this. I had a hard time finding this. It was actually on back order at Nordstrom, and I finally got it. I really like this. I love the lighter part for highlighting. Put it just right here, of course, on the top of my cheeks. And the reason that I like it is that I find a lot of the highlighters that I use recently don't seem to last that well and don't really show up that well, and this one really does. Now obviously if you don't want your highlighter to be that, it's not glittery but sort of like with a soft shimmer to it, you probably won't like this, but I really have been enjoying this and I've been using it pretty much every day. The next thing I picked up is from Guerlain. I love their summer collection. I'm actually really into bronzing lately. Love the look of being tanned. Who doesn't? But you guys know that I absolutely will never have a tan, but I do like to try to fake it. So I picked up from their Terracotta Four Seasons the 00 Nude, and another phenomenal product. I will say this has a very similar finish for me to the ambient powders from Hourglass. It's very soft, diffused sheen to your skin, and I really like it a lot. I also like taking like the cross colors, the darker colors for contouring. There's a color for highlighting, and there's a color, of course, for doing your blush. But it's really pretty swirled all together sort of as a finishing powder, and I really have been enjoying this a lot. The next thing that I picked up is from Armani. It's from their summer 2013 collection. It's their face and eye palette. Oh my god, the colors in this are just absolutely divine. As you can see again, where I'm going with this bronzing theme, just an absolutely gorgeous color. Now the fun part about this is that as you flip it open, you get the eye palette, and the colors again are similar to what is in the cheek palette, just gorgeous, gorgeous colors for that bronze look for the summer. You guys have commented a lot about when I use like a peach color or a yellow color on my lids, so I've really been trying to go towards those colors, and of course you can see that it has one of those colors right in the dead center. It's an absolutely beautiful, beautiful palette. The next thing that I picked up is, and I've been trying really hard, I shouldn't have been trying really hard, I've been trying to convince myself not to buy any more glosses, because I will admit that I don't use them as often as I should. But I saw this color and I really like this brand, so of course I broke down and I purchased this. This is from Sunday Riley. It's their cream gloss and it's in the color of Pink Lemonade, and I've been using it over everything. I really like it. It's not sticky at all. It has just the right amount of color, and she has some really, really great products, so absolutely loving that. The next thing that I picked up is, you guys know that I have been loving my Le Volume from Chanel, and they've come out with ones with different colors, and especially in the number 20, it's in the blue shade. I always add a fresh blue mascara to my stash for the summer. I love wearing this either on its own, or I'll go and use it just at the tips of my lashes just to give that blue sort of glow to the lashes. Love, love the Le Volume mascara. Pet peeve with Chanel, it seems that every time I find something that I love, they either change the formula, discontinue the color, or just make it limited edition. So I'm hoping this actually stays in their line, because I really love having a blue mascara in my stash. The next thing is from Sisley. It's their eye contour mask. I really like this a lot. Of course, leave it to Sisley. Very expensive and a very small amount of the product, but you really use just a little bit of it under your eyes, and I really like this. I really find that it not only hydrates the area, but really gives it a sort of more plump look, and I really like this a lot. So it seems that we do a lot of masks for our face, but not specifically for our eyes, so I'm trying to concentrate on doing ones that are specifically, of course, for my eyes. The next product is another one you guys would probably be surprised by, because you know that I have a lot of these in some of the higher end lines, but I got a sample of this, and it's from Bare Minerals. It's their Stroke of Light, and I used it for quite a while, and I actually read a lot of reviews on it, and it got really mixed reviews, but it seemed every time that I used it, I really loved the effect of it. I not only liked the way that it brightened my eyes, but I really liked the feeling of it. It was very moisturizing. It just worked perfectly for me. I got it in the fair pink, and I'm really glad that I did get it. I've been using it pretty much every day, and it's definitely becoming a holy grail for me. So I don't want to disappoint anybody. You know that I have to include a brush in one of my hauls, and this one is just to die for. It is from Dior's Summer Collection. This is a limited edition. It's called their Summer Blush Brush, although I will tell you, this is a really big brush, so I think you can use it for face finishing powders. You can definitely use it for blush. You, of course, can use it for contouring, but it's just a phenomenal brush. I won't tell you that it's the softest brush that I have. You guys know that I have the Chikuhodo brushes, which are by far the softest brushes in my collection, but it is extremely soft, and how could I ever resist that color? This actually stays out on my makeup table and of course makes me smile every time I see it. So that's it. That's my small haul, and of course, big thank you to you all. Please, please come and see us here in Boston. Send me an email if you are planning to be here, and I will definitely let you know the best attractions to go and see. And of course, I'll tell you the best places to get makeup too. You can be sure of that. I hope everybody is having a fabulous weekend. Take care. Speak to you soon.